Hey y'all, Tom Nielsen here from Interpersonal Communication. You may recognize me from our weekly Zoom session. And I'm here to talk about my two biggest takeaways from this class. First and foremost, I just got to talk about how accessible and applicable the concepts we explored in this class were. And I think that has a lot to do with just how warm and inclusive Dr. Reinhardt was and how instructive her lessons were. So a big shout out to her. This was an interesting time for me to take this class because concurrent with the beginning of the semester, I had also made the decision to begin therapy. So to take the concepts we explored in this class along with the mental strategies that I'm developing to deal with some negative thought processes was a really interesting experience. I'm in a supervisory position at my workplace, and like I said, I have a very negative thought process sometimes. And it has a lot to do with feeling like I'm disappointing others and not making effective decisions by myself, which can be a very counterproductive mindset. So right now, I'm actually in the process of training someone to replace me in that position as I move to a different department. And I found myself listening a lot more to suggestions and not being so dissuaded from my mistakes and shortcomings. By listening to my coworkers' concerns and understanding their perspective, I feel like I'm able to make a more informed decision, and I feel like that's what real leadership looks like. So, without this particular lesson that I've learned from this class, I don't feel like I would have been able to really discern what I was doing in that situation. And that has gone a long way for me. Additionally, the idea of commitment romantic relationships was something that I paid a lot of attention to. Right now, I'm in the most serious relationship I've ever been in, and I've really paid attention to what the textbook called the relational culture. I feel like it's very interesting, and I've tried to really observe that in my relationship. The sort of language that we share together, the inside jokes, being able to finish each other's sentences, and also being able to read body language. I can tell when my girlfriend's upset about something, and I can make a slight gesture myself and know that she's going to be able to pick up what I'm feeling. And that has a lot to do with just paying attention to each other. And I think another big part of that was the idea of intimacy. What I thought of as intimacy was not really all it was. And being able to observe the different aspects of a relationship has really been instructive to what I value in it, and being able to make a more informed decision about how to go about a more positive development in certain aspects. Right now, we're currently in the process of looking at houses. So I would have in the past been very preferable to one thing, but my girlfriend, having just graduated from Westchester University with a master's degree, has her own considerations to worry about. So we've been able to discuss things a lot more effectively as a unit. Not necessarily because of what I've learned in class, but I've been able to take, like I said, what I've learned in class and put a name to what we're doing, and definitely judge what we're doing against the hallmarks of a healthy relationship, and know that how we're going about it is good, and hopefully in the future how we're going about it might not be so constructive. And I think that's an important thing for me to have taken away from this class. It's been a great semester. I had a really great time talking with all of you in our sessions, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.